If I'm being honest, by I Don't Know Man on AO3. Episode 14, Chapter 4, Serving It Up Gary's Way. Fire alarm screeching, an exhausted sigh, charred remains of clothing, of icicle drips steadily from the ceiling, and eggs sizzling on the hallway floor. Sunny side up. The hysterical laughter carries through the smoke as the screeching intensifies in. A timid knock interrupted Todoroki's nightmare, and relief came so blissfully that he could kiss his savior. He didn't even know he'd been sleeping. Stress must have been oh so graciously taking over his body again. When Todoroki cautiously opened the door, a cup of rice pudding was shoved into his face, and his prior resolution reaffirmed itself tenfold. You never got yours at lunch today, and you didn't show up at dinner, or reply to my text, so I thought I should bring it to you myself. Midoriya explained hurriedly, the cup wobbling slightly. So they still weren't going to talk about it, huh? Todoroki supposed he couldn't complain, not really. Not when every conversation was a minefield, or when every little thing he let slip from his lips ended up driving more awkwardness between the two of them. And yet, Todoroki took the cup. Thank you. I, missed you at dinner. Kaminari horribly... missed you at dinner? Kaminari's horrible pickup lines weren't as funny without your appalled reaction. That outrage really boosts the humor. I see. Todoroki said distantly, inwardly scrutinizing Midoriya. Yet, Asui's proof looped in his mind. Was it possible the boy really liked him? Could Midoriya conceivably get nervous around him, like Todoroki was now? Or could Todoroki be completely reading too far into Midoriya's nervous personality, wishing so desperately for the signs that he conjured them out of thin air? Sighs, however, flashing with neon fever, at least according to Ashido and Uraraka. Midoriya almost definitely has romantic feelings for you. Ahem. Desperate to remain his composure, Todoroki focused on cooling his room temperature. Did you just self-refrigerate the pudding? Yeah. Todoroki's mind was racing. Romantic feelings, huh? Maybe. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to test the waters, so to speak. Definitely nothing Kaminari equipped, like those horrible pickup lines Midoriya had mentioned, but something subtle. If there was ever a time where words flowed easily, it was now. Midoriya glanced at his hands. Your quirk is really amazing. I wish mine had more practical applications. I guess I could help with demolishing or something. I think that's more Bakugou's specialty. Maybe you could help people move really heavy furniture. Todoroki joked, and then cringed inwardly as his own miserable attempt at flirting. This plan had clearly been a mistake. Todoroki could never speak to Midoriya again, and the world was crumbling. So that's the future I'm writing 12 pages essay on the dangers of vigilantism? Huh? Good to know. Oh god, was Midoriya flirting back? There was no way Todoroki's Sirpar Bander had actually worked. But the boy was carefully avoiding eye contact, looking off to the side, and fuck. It just might have worked after all. And just like that, the world was fixed. You know what else is good to know? Todoroki asked, allowing his lips to curl around the words, ambiguously, emboldened. What's that? Midoriya seemed to hold his breath, and Todoroki's mind came blank. Nothing clever, nothing coy, so instead he settled for the current state of the stock market. Let it never be said that Todoroki Shouto did not have a way with words. If Midoriya had been holding his breath before, now his breath eased than a cotton shirt. Yeah, I guess that's true. The atmosphere between them was static, and Todoroki felt like banging his head into the door. A blessing in disguise, really, than failure. Flirting, while under a respective truth serum, hardly ranked in Todoroki's top 10 best ideas. Something about the quirk just made squealing his impulses ever so more difficult than usual. So instead he settled for returning his attention to safety of the pudding, ascending, licking some of the dessert from the back of the lid. Do you like it? Midoriya squeezed, his eyes trained on Todoroki's mouth, and looking curiously tense. Shit, I must be grossing him out. Todoroki quickly crushed the foil into a makeshift spoon. Todoroki almost sassed Midoriya with, "No, I just eat yours every day because I hate it," But the truth quirk, another inchoate's blessing, limited him to a safe, platonic, I do like it. Midoriya nodded in satisfaction, but made no move to exit. The atmosphere had remained its typical energy, at least on Todoroki's end, yet he found himself at a loss for how to proceed. Is there anything else you need? Todoroki licked another stray droplet of pudding from the corner of his mouth. It took a couple moments for Midoriya to reply, snapping to attention with a slight flush. Oh, yes, actually, I know that you aren't feeling so great, but some of us were planning to continue our FMA binge, and I thought it might be a good way to keep your mind off of things and cheer you up. Todoroki blanched. A few weeks ago, after genuine disaster at the knowledge that Todoroki had never heard of some anime called Full Metal Alchemist, Midoriya had determined that Todoroki must watch all 64 episodes with him. Somehow the news spread, and multiple students began joining on the FMA Saturday. Needless to say, a room full of people was the last thing Todoroki needed. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, Izuku. He apprehending, hoping the gesture of closeness would convince Midoriya to let him stay quarantined. Aw, come on, Shouto. Fighting fire with fire, I see. It'll be a good to relax after a stressful day. Is there anything I could do to convince you? It was impressive, really, how quickly Todoroki's mind plummeted into the gutter, how quickly the bunny costume made its mental encore. The teen's face flushed. Damn, even Mineta would swoon at some of the images filtering around Todoroki's stupid head. Yes, Todoroki croaked, fighting a daydream of aggressively making out on top of lounge sofas. Then wince as imaginary Midoriya beat the shit out of imaginary Todoroki with his quirk and dragged him into the lounge. Held his sister hostage at gunpoint, threatened to kiss Bakugou right in front of Todoroki. The paramedics presented by anything were hardly exclusive. Good. Midoriya beamed. Then let me know so we could go watch Hawkeye be badass? Just ask nicely. Todoroki supplied lamely, itching his way into red alert. That was not good. Really not good. His stupid hormonal ass had just brought himself a one-way ticket to the lion's den. There was no way Todoroki could make it out of FMA Saturday unscathed. Alright then. Shouto, would you please grant me the honor of accompanying me to the lounge? Midoriya dripped into a flirtatious bow. Yes. Todoroki murmured, defeated. He was beginning to really hate that word. Then let's go. Izuku gave a thumbs up. This will definitely take your mind off of things, Shouto. Yaros is making popcorn. Okay, alright. I have never watched Full Metal Alchemist. I said it. I have never in my life have ever watched Full Metal Alchemist. Don't come at me in the comments, please don't. I have a good reason. I just never got to it. Okay, moving on. I was too busy rewatching all the shows that I like. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't like Full Metal Alchemist, I just never gotten to it because I'm too busy rewatching shows that I know I like. Again, yesterday I talked about the comfort square. I'm in my comfort square. But moving on from that, I think this is really sweet. Izuku, where were you looking? I also love their flirting. Their flirting is so not flirting. I can't say shit. Me and my partner, our flirting is... Dude, our flirting is weird. Not weird and like weird, but like it is cute and endearing because like we're flirting with each other, but it's nerd flirting, if you get what I mean. And I don't mean like you're in a cute angle kind of thing. No. I mean, our flirting is geeky, dorky. It's cute, right? It's not what people normally think when you think flirting. Literally, I got asked out by doing an eraser mic pickup line, and I said yes. I unapologetically yes. Okay, so like I can't blame him it's Shouto for this. Like I really can't blame him, right? Go for it, Todoroki. You go, you do you. I think it's endearing and I like it. I wonder what's gonna happen. Again, this is chapter 4. There's 6 chapters. Is it gonna be at the last chapter where it happens, or like what's going on here? Like what's gonna happen? You know, kind of situation. I'm kind of seeing how that's gonna plan out. So, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.